Hello, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome to Blind Woman Reviews. This is where a totally blind woman mainly reviews fiction. So today we will be reviewing Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. This is the first book in the Grishaverse trilogy or the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I've seen it as both. Yeah. So um I think this will be one of my shortest reviews yet because I have very little to say about this book. But let's see. So I do think this was definitely an interesting read, but I have little to say about it. So this book is about we follow our main character Alina, who discovers who after specific events discovers that she is the Sun Summoner. She is a Grisha, and she is the key to saving Ravka, which is the kingdom they live in. She's the key to basically saving the war-torn world and destroying the Fold, which is this dark thing that was created by a darkling from the past. Basically the latest darkling's great grandfather apparently created the Fold, and they've been trying to get rid of it, sending soldiers in to try to do things, and basically she is the key to doing so. She is then taken away to the court, and she goes through this training as well as learning about the Grisha and a bunch of other things as well. Now, the reason I have little to say about this book is because although it feels like a lot happens, it also feels like very little happens. We kind of just follow her, and it feels like little happens until the end. It's extremely. I don't mind slow burn books or books where the plot is not developed until the end. The issue I have is that the story progression is fine, but there are other little issues that I think I have in this book, and mainly they revolve around character development, uh, romance development, just the romantic in general, and the world building. I think the concept of the Grishaverse is actually really interesting, and I think it would have been interesting to see the world further and get like the magic more developed as well, but mainly the world and all that stuff. And it would have been interesting to see this world be more immersive and more of a and just give you more things to it. They're just given more to the world. The There's very little character development in Alina and the other characters. It feels like their actions make some sense, but you get kind of like a general sense of them, but you don't get a full sense of it. And that's where that's where I'm kind of like, you need more development. But it feels like it needs more development. It feels like it needs more, like the characters weren't always given enough page time, and Alina just it's she's not a um she's not a well, not likable per se, but she's also not a character that's developed enough for me to actually have any strong feelings for. So I don't have any strong feelings for these characters. I have no attachment because their development is very lacking, and I find that's something I have found in this book. And I think that the romance sort of comes out of nowhere. Like, we know from the beginning that she apparently loves him, but we don't get any development as to how that works. We just know that they're best friends and that, like, they spent a lot of time together, but that's all we know. We know nothing. I don't know anything about the romance and how she kind of developed that crush and anything that happened within that. It's very lackluster. I think it could have been better, and it's that very lackluster. So that's just my review for this. It's enjoyable, even though I gave it such a low rating and it's enjoyable. I did actually enjoy the book, and I would still buy this book if depending on how the rest of it goes. But I do think it deserves more. It needed more. Definitely needed more. but I think this is the author's first book, so for a debut novel, it's not terrible. But I'm hoping to see a little bit more improvement in her other books. I definitely saw some, but not a lot in the other books I read. So yeah, that's my review. So hopefully I'll see you Friday for a reaction, and for Monday, my next review will be on The Tailor, which is basically it's like a snippet of something. I actually don't know if it's yeah, it'll I'm only gonna mention it. I'm gonna kind of review it just because to give you an idea of what I thought about it. But yeah, I gave this book 2 stars again. If you let me know what you think about this book in the comments section. Let me know any questions or video requests and anything like that in the comments. If you found my content interesting, like and subscribe. My schedule is now Monday, Friday, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Currently on a button. Show captured. Stop recording.